Hey y'all, today I'm going to try something that I saw from another YouTuber. It's some rat, not poison, but stuff to kill rats. We're having a big issue with rats in our chicken coop this year. I mean, I've never had this big of an issue. And I don't really want to put any poison down because it's really dangerous for the cats, especially the chickens, and any other of the animals, the dogs, possibly even the horses, and really anything that those rats that die, it can affect any of the wildlife as well. So this stuff is completely natural. So what we're using is right here, it's Jiffy corn muffin mix. Now this is the one, it's honey flavored here, or it has honey in it, and this is the important part. It's the one with honey. You need it with the honey so that it really attracts them. It can't be the regular one. So I picked this up today for 72 cents. Actually, I picked up a bunch of them because I have a feeling I'm going to need to make a bunch of this. The one guy that had made this, he says he puts this stuff out, and then when it's empty, he just keeps replacing it. And he said after about a month, he noticed that all of his, he just didn't see any more rats. So hopefully this works. So anyways, you take Jiffy Mix, and then you also use baking soda. Oh, here. Baking soda. And this was also 72 cents that I picked up today. The other thing you're going to need are some containers like this. There's this one that I picked up, which are tall and square. And then I also picked up these here, which are rectangular in shape, but they're a little more, they're shorter, and they're kind of like this. I had to pick these up at Dollar General or Dollar Tree for $1.25. I picked up 12 of them because I figured we've got so much, our coop is really big and we have tons of spaces. I'm going to put some outside. We have an old well house that we use as the dog house that the dogs don't use anymore, so because the rats have taken it over. So I'm going to put them outside. I'm going to put them in the coop. I'm going to put them just everywhere. I'm going to start out with just 6 of them at first and then see how this works. So what I've done with this is you start out with putting a hole. I don't know if you can even see this. Here, we'll use this. Well, even that doesn't work. Anyways, I've got a hole in here. So a little hole, cut a hole in the side of this. So when we put the lid on, and the reason we do this is so that mainly so it doesn't get dumped over, I guess, by the other animals. You don't want the chickens coming in here and eating this. Not that they couldn't get through here, but if you've got it outside, it'll help keep rain from getting in this. I guess you could put this in a big vat or bowl or whatever if you wanted to. But this is what the other guy did, so I'm following his directions. So this is what I'm gonna do. So you get your containers. It could be an old, country crock container, your old, Cool Whip container, whatever you've got at home. You don't have to go buy something. I just didn't want to go searching for all of mine. I went out and bought something. So just get what you got. Anyways, cut a hole in it. So, and then just, you want to use equal parts of the Jiffy Mix and the corn, of the baking soda. I've used, I think he said a tablespoon, so I've got my tablespoon out and I've just mixed a tablespoon. I used 4 tablespoons of the Jiffy Mix and 4 tablespoons of the baking soda. I've got mine mixed up in a cup, and so and just mix it up really, really well. So that's what I was doing here. I've got 8 tablespoons in here mixed up. So you're just gonna mix it up really well. You don't want like half and half and stuff. So just let's get that mixed up really, really well. And it just looks like corn muffin mix at that point. You can't really tell that there's baking soda in here. The whole reason we're using baking soda is the rats are going to eat this because they're going to smell that honey and the corn, and they're just going to eat this up. But in the meantime, they're eating that baking soda as well. And what happens is that baking soda then is going to react with their stomach acids. And it's what happens, you all remember the experiment, the volcano experiment. You put, what's the acid? Vinegar is an acid. You take the acid and baking soda, and what happens? Big old bubbly mess. What causes? It causes a gas. So that gas is what's going to happen in this mice and this rat's stomachs. Well, guess what? Rats can't burp and rats can't fart. So I've been told. So with that, it causes them a lot of discomfort, and they basically kind of, supposedly, you know, I don't know if they explode from the inside out or if it just causes them enough discomfort that they die. At this point, with as much damage as these rats are doing, I don't care. So, yeah. So what I'm doing now is then I get my little containers and just these 8 tablespoons that I've got in this cup is filling up 2 containers. I'm not filling them all the way up because then it comes out the end. So then I just take them and, you know, pour a little bit in here and pour a little bit in this other one, and then put the lid on it, and I'm gonna go put it out in the coop, and we will see how it works. We'll see here. Maybe I don't know how long it'll take. If with as many as I've got, I mean, seriously, guys, it's really bad out there, and they're getting brave. They're starting to come out during the daytime. So, and you know, I'm a really big fan of animals and wildlife, but yeah, I'll find me some baby rats and go feed them to my chickens. I am that much. I don't like rats. So, especially because they're just doing too much damage, and I mean, they're really gross. The stuff they're doing in the coop, the feces that they leave behind, and just you go to touch something and it's sticky black and it's really gross. They're a disgusting creature in this amount of critters. So yeah, if you have one as a pet, that's great. They're smart, they're intelligent. I've trained them before, so I don't have a problem with them in that regard. But when they're in this many, yeah, they need to be controlled. So this is how I'm having to control them. We have tried baits, we've tried traps, we've tried shooting them, we've tried, and they've gotten smart to that. We've tried everything we can think of, and so this is the next little step that we're going to try. So I'll let you know how it works out here probably about a month or so, and otherwise hopefully this works out. Thanks for watching.